Hello, I'm Matt, and welcome to Modification Station.
Hello everybody, Trackmaster Productions 2016 back again, and welcome back to another installment of Modification Station. On today's episode we're going to be taking a look at Trackmaster Etienne, we're going to be taking a look at Nigel, and we're going to be taking a look at Henrietta. So, let's get this episode started with a look at Henrietta. Got a couple of... Now all I basically did was, oh, it's not on that side, I added her face, as you can see right there, you can barely see it, it's kind of hard to see, hold on a second. Okay, as you guys can see, right there, I added her CGI Adventures face to her. It looks pretty good. So yeah, made a CGI Henrietta, Tommy Henrietta with a Adventures Henrietta face. So it looks pretty good for what it is. So yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at Nigel for second. Right, I'm going to zoom out a whole bunch to get him in focus. Okay, so this is Nigel. As you remember, Nigel used to be grey, but then I repainted him because it didn't look realistic at all. So I painted him red, gave him moving side rods, and gave him a red tinder. That's about it on what I've done with Nigel. Looks way better, looks way more prototypical to a real train. So that is Nigel. And last but not least, let's take a look at Etienne. Now yesterday you probably, no, not yesterday, a couple of days ago, you probably saw my review of Etienne hit YouTube. And, well, I've already done some modifications on him. Can you guys see that? Yeah, as you can see, right there, added a pantograph, one of his pantographs, to the top of him. Let's zoom in there. You can see that's one of his pantographs, completely homemade out of wire. It's not very good. Need to add the back one. I just have one at the top right now. It looks kind of cool. Looks way better than what's on there. So yeah. And I also detailed his sides, I think those are vents. I detailed his vents with black and painted his vents back there and painted his little backup light. So yeah, that's about what I've done on Trackmaster Etienne. Looks pretty good with a pantograph. Very, very happy with this model. And we're going to dig in deeper to this today to show you how you can modify your trains to go super fast. Alright, so let's get started and get digging into this. So we're going to take the screwdriver, the triangle screwdriver, and take out the security screws. If I can get a hold of them. Alright, I'm going to go out just a little bit. Alright. And it's kind of hard to do this with a flathead screwdriver, but you can do this if you don't have a triangle screwdriver. I don't know where mine is. I think I lost it. It might have dropped on the floor or something, and I just haven't looked too much. So yeah. Right, so we got all the screws loosened. We're going to do this very, very quick. jiggle the screws out, and you want to hold the back end and all that. What I do is I grab right there and I just move it over. If it falls out, it's okay. So we're going to go in for a closer look. So what I do is, I don't know if you can find these anymore. I got my motors at Radio Shack. You can take them out of the C-cell diesel engines, but because that's what I did up until I got these motors at Radio Shack. So what I do is I get rid of the original motor, take off the gear of the original motor, take off this gear of the original motor and put it on here. So that there. So I'm going to try to give you guys a good closer look. So this here's the motor, just a regular 1.5 volt to 3.5 volt motor. I got it at Radio Shack, and these run pretty well for modifying your trains to go fast. And plus, it's simple. You just swap it out, pop it in to the chassis, and you just sandwich it. Sometimes what I do is I super glue this here. As you can see, this is going to open, so it's going to do that. So as the wheels spin, it's going to do that there. It's going to skip around. What I do is I super glue these together so they don't slip. So when the train, wrecks, it doesn't strip out this gear. I just basically lock it together with a little bit of super glue, and that way it doesn't strip out. And two, it doesn't mess up. So yeah, because what'll happen is this here. I did not do this to Hugo yet. What you'll get is this here. As you probably know, that Hugo is modified with a high-speed motor, so I need to super glue his motor, super glue his gear on his wheel, and Etienne as well. So yeah, that's a project I will save for another day, and we're gonna put Etienne back together. Alright. Another thing is, if you want your Trackmaster 2 trains like how I made my Trackmaster 2 Percy free roll, all you have to do is remove the motor and do away with it. So if you have duplicates of engines and you want them to free roll, you just take out the motor of one of the chassis and screw it back together, and then you have a free rolling engine. And plus, if I wanted to, what I do to free roll my engines, I remove the switch. That way it makes it look a whole lot more realistic. Alright, this kind of isn't going back together completely. I don't know why. Has to, another coupling fell out. Okay, hold on a minute. This is turning into a big mess. Alright, so let's put Etienne back together. Well, actually I put his motor back together. Let's just put his body shell on. And let's get ready to give Etienne, Henrietta and Nigel a run around the layout. Okay, so let's have some fun. We're gonna send Toby off. There goes Nigel. And here goes Etienne. There goes Etienne there. At the back of the layout. Rolling right through with this pantograph going. guys for watching, everybody. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps. And tell me down in the comment section what you guys think of Tommy Henrietta with a adventurous face, Trackmaster custom Nigel repainted, and Etienne with his fast motor and pantograph. Thank you guys for watching.
Hello, I'm Toby, and if you want to be notified for new upcoming videos, jingle the bell down by the subscribe button below. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you again soon.